them out, but Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Jeremiah Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership, they had it all. Now, Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, Rosie, Curry, and Potensky. Draymond Green is out there, Jimmy Butler. And it's Peyton in it with Lisa.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Here's Curry. Pass to Potensky. Outside Butler. Potensky with it. Right side Curry. Shoots over Poole. Rebound Washington. They come in fresh off the win against the Heat.
I think a lot of people were surprised by that result because on paper, you didn't think that game would be that competitive.
Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. This is a new era in this competition. Julian Brown, Taylor Rogers, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to go get the Dr. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Howard Curry, you have Joel Embiid, you have Travis Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have any left.
They're all fun to watch. Outside Butler. Peyton looking it over. Outside Butler. Shot to stop the run. And again, no good by Golden State.
To start this game, just really haven't gotten it to a flow offensively.
Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. If you're talking NBA or watching this game, you got this great post at first sight. You got two phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with it?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy season tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to burn the hours.
We know you love every second.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Stolen by Kispert. That's the Poole. From downtown, and the Wizards putting in from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, what goes through your brain? What's your life like? I've asked you this before, and previous times have been out here with this, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about the Instagram is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text. When a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team, that is what I look for. That's what I know the fans look for. I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much more room than I try to make that point later. But NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing two things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's a back. The race now for my sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night and he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids bench out routines are important? It's the final signal. The job well done that day. Kevin?
He is a 1 of 1, DA. Now, cool. After the missed three from Stephen Curry.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Pajemski with it, defended by Middleton. Hayden with his screen for Curry. Launches from deep. Washington with the rebound. Sarge got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Brogdon on the wing. Last down on the 20 points. Missing the train.
Built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it on the line in just the 3.
For the Wizards, here's the number you need to know. He buried 5 3-pointers that quarter. Back right after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Marcus Smart is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Koulibaly. Then it's George. And it's Holmes in at the 5. That's the group start the second quarter for the Wizards. There's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
I agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power vent. The shots we know you have recorded in so many different ways that did happen. We'll remember a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour.
Always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done, but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can to make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Warriors trail by 19. From deep three-point line. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not been all game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
They double him with George. Pass to Curry. All sorts of time. No good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
When you look at the NBA, Sean, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play when the top players are there, playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games, and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in big moments, to defend at a high level, I would just love to have a healthy system that we can spread around the league and keep these guys.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what we said. And that one's good, Boston.
Getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 mates are from beyond the arc.
Here's Washington now. They're on 11-3 run. Puts up a deep 3. Koulibaly, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the fourth.
That's 5. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Brogdon. Smart's got his first 3 points of the game. A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team. And a new group getting in for the Wizards. Sars checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Kisper comes in for George. Chris Middleton's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Poole subbed in for Smart. Here's Pajemski. Guarded by Poole. The kick outside to Butler. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Butler's got 5 points so far. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes play. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Middleton is double. Pass to Song. And again, Washington with the triple.
3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Back to Butler for 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can get surprised there when that's why he missed. Attacking in transition is the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Outside Butler. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Poole bounce pass. Song. Look pass to Middleton. And again, Washington with the triple.
This is what Middleton does. He trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floors.
Pass to Pajemski. That 3 off the mark. Puts up a deep 3. And so it's the Washington Wizards with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, and moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
We have 2 players.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan.
Dive into the second half. We'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, Willie Curry and Pajemski. Jim Butler is out there for Ron Green, and it's Peyton in at the small forward. Pajemski on the wing. Back to Butler from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out to the right wing. And here's Kispert from the arc. Here's Song. And Song throws it down.
And when you ask the coaches about Sarr, they rave about his motor.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Curry can't get it to go.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty starting lineup when it becomes deadly.
Yeah, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lateral luck. Only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar level talent.
Seconds now into the second half. They need this. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 6.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Kispert, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Podziemski. Rebound, Washington. Sarr's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay-for-play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year.
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Podziemski. Golden State moving the ball around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Podziemski's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%, who's always been amongst the league in attempts.
And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Butler against Poole. Butler kicks to Green. A shot from the look. Post is good. And that's now 6 points for Draymond Green.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside. He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. A shot by Butler, nobody around. Bangs home the trifecta. Butler's got 12.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second half.
Someone gets the bucket.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Pass to Butler. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Kispert, no good.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Here's Podziemski. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 5.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
It's up a 3. Sarr's shot is off. 7-second difference, shot and beam clock. Butler with the ball. Already now by Kispert. Curry. Rebound by Kispert.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Everyone's got 8 points for the quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Healed with it, with 1 on the clock, And it's good on the way.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You practice that every day. There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Wizards out front, running away with this one. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach.
Moving to the next guy. Driving kick.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got George. Brogdon out there with Smart. And it's Champagny in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Moody's shot is on.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Two-handed slam.
Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the basket.
Warriors shooting poorly, just 35% so far. They double-team Curry. Kuminga finds Hield. Richard, who do you think is the most incredible player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The ratings say that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Pass to Curry. Wide open. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Floats it up for Kuminga. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Assist goes to.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Carrington, that's good.
That's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Smart against Curry. Fires away from outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
From deep, George can't hit that one.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Post with the drive, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
And here's George for 3. Good on the triple. George has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Wizards.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And a deep 3 from Curry. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Washington has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And that one's good, Brogdon.
It's been this way since that tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. Good looking around. Carrington. And passes by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 6th assist on the night. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Hield. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Fires from way outside. And it's Carrington missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in one.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Launches it. The rebound by Post. State's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Wizards.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they want.
And so the
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jordan Poole.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the court, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Gill is checked in for the Wizards. Here's Green. Gill with the rebound. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pass to Payton. Puts it 5 from 18. Rebound, Washington. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brogdon the pass to Champagnie. Here's Carrington. Now, here's Brogdon. Lets it go with the 3. Hits it from downtown.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.